some of you, or most of you may know, my name is David Lee, and I'm the lead organizer for this 150 for 150 event. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about the idea behind this whole event. I think a lot of us have dreams, right? We dream about things that we want to do, places where we want to go, things that we want to accomplish. And this was just another one of these dreams I had in my mind. When I found out last year that this was Canada's 150th birthday, it obviously dawned on me that, you know what, maybe I should do something special to mark this special year. But being involved in the social media the world, and I was thinking too also about how could I give back to the community that's always supported me. So, you know, I was dreaming and thinking about what I could come up with, right? And so I started to draw inspirations from different things. One which is actually happening today is the lock and paddle, which I think many of you are familiar with, the one in Peterborough where they're trying to cram in as many canoes as they can in the locks. They're aiming for, now they're actually doing 2 locks, so they're going to aim for about 300 canoes, whereas last year when they just filled one, they had 138 canoes or watercraft. So I drew from that inspiration. Another one that I drew from was Roy McGregor wrote a book about canoe country. He talked about the canoe and how it played a huge part in our nation, right? And so what he mentioned, and also what Kevin Callan mentioned, was about how the canoe is so symbolic in our country. And in fact, it's probably more symbolic and iconic than the maple leaf. Sure, the maple leaf looks great, but the canoe played a significant and huge role in the creation of this country. And so they were kind of remarking about how it should, you know, be on the flag. So these are kind of a few things that I took inspiration from. Everything just kind of fell into place. And then the idea of getting 150 canoes together and forming a ring where we could have this huge celebration together, and that's where this idea came about. So in the next little while, of course tomorrow, it's quite possible that the first part of my dream and our dreams together will come true. And so I'm looking forward to having this moment and this celebration with all of you.
Hey, it's June 24th and I'm here with Muskoka Canoe Works and their beautiful custom canoe they made for the 150 event.
Hi.
Hi. So tell us a bit about your canoe.
All right, so our canoe, we wanted to avoid the bold red and white in your face obvious Canada 150 celebration, so we chose to go the historic route and add elements that really honor the roots of the cedar canvas canoe, which is the design that we build, and then add different elements of it along the way. So the cedar canvas canoes really originated from the birch bark canoe. So we found the Algonquin birch bark canoes from the late 19th century. That's the shape that we went with, which is really cool since we're celebrating in Algonquin Park, something native to this region we thought was very fitting. And then from there we really just wanted to add lots of different elements that we've seen in different cedar canvas canoes over the years. So we went with the traditional construction using white cedar with ash stems and ash gunwales. And then we used mahogany for the parts. Mahogany was a really popular option that most of the early canoe builders used in their like top of the line canoes, which does add a cool little red and white. And then from there we used red cedar for the half ribs and the gore planks, just to add a little more visual, I don't really know what the word I'm going for. We think it looks really cool. How's that?
Gorgeousness. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. And then the beach lace seats, which is rawhide. So then to add a little bit of extra Canada flair and show some pride, we did some custom decals. So we do have the dates for Canada's birthday with good old Canada on the thwart. On the ends, on the bow deck there, we have the Canada 150 logo. And then if you step back and look at the hull, we do have the maple leaf on either end.
It's an absolutely gorgeous boat.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for bringing this, and look forward to hanging out with you guys for the weekend.
We're excited to be here. It was awesome to be able to build something for Canada's 150th, and just, you know, if you love canoes, why would you not want to be part of a celebration of the canoe?
I'm gonna try to take this one home. Bye.
I just want to welcome you this morning on behalf of Algonquin Provincial Park and the staff here. When I think of 150 for 150, I think about the great outdoors, the wilderness, I think about paddling, and I think about Canada as a country and its 150th anniversary. All of us here this morning are outdoor enthusiasts, and I think we can all agree that we're very fortunate to be here in Ontario, and further to that in Canada, as there are a plethora of great outdoor rec opportunities and paddling experiences to be had. And Algonquin Park is just one of these many. With that said, I would just like to thank you for choosing Algonquin to have your event here this weekend, and I'm thrilled to have you here, and I'm excited to see this event unfold. I would just like to conclude by saying welcome. Welcome to Algonquin Park. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm really looking forward to seeing you folks at Canoe Lake tomorrow. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Camper Christina, and I'm here with Tom from Tanna Canoe, and we're at the 150 event. Tom has created this beautiful canoe for the event. Tell us a little bit about the canoe, Tom.
Well, it's based on the Chestnut Ranger canoe. It's the old-fashioned way. We used to build it with the cedar ribs and then canvas. Now what I've done is I've modernized it, so it's got 6-ounce fiberglass cloth with epoxy resin. And then as I put the canoe together, everything is sealed with epoxy, so it should last for generations.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And why canoe? What does the canoe mean to you?
Well, I was a scout leader for 20 years and always liked the water. Anything to do with in, under, or on the water. I was a scuba instructor years ago and stuff like that, so
awesome.
I love the water. And
you paddled this boat?
Not this one.
No.
This is the 14th one off the mold.
Oh wow, it's absolutely beautiful. Is someone going to pick this up and buy it, or is it for sale? What's
it's
the
for
deal?
sale, whatever. Yeah. If nobody buys it, I'll.
We might have to talk later.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Tom. Have a great day.
All right.
Hey everybody, I am here at the 150 for 150, and I'm talking to John from Backcountry Custom Canoes. Absolutely beautiful boats you have here, John. Tell me how this all started.
Well, I don't know, I guess 2 years ago I started building them. I built a lot of related things, fishing rods and just a lot of different things that made this the next logical step. And I was shopping for an ultralight boat and didn't really like what I saw, and so I started by building my own ultralight boat. And then people like them and think they're cool, so I kept building them. And
How light is ultralight?
my ultralight, there's always a debate. Ultralight, featherlight, I'm not sure what to call them, but this boat's 15 feet, 27 pounds. These are 16-foot tandem is 35 pounds. But my ultralight boats are right at the 20-pound mark, where they're
That's
still
amazing.
plenty tough, but you get that super feather light.
So they're durable as well.
Yeah, they're great. I drag them up on the beach and bash them as much as I want. They're amazingly tough. Yep.
That's fantastic. All right, well, we hope to see some more of you coming up soon.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the interview, John.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
How do you feel about that, Noah?
No comment.
No comment. That's right.
method of packing and leaving half our stuff at home and bringing only 2 things. Instead, true story. You can read about that on the blog after the event.
And she is here to attend the 150 event, and she came all the way from the United States. We have a bunch of Americans here. How did you guys find out about the event?
Online.
Online?
Oh,
Yeah?
Oh, you guys.
I hear you guys come to Algonquin quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
So you like the park.
Yes.
And tell me something about these canoes in the back here. You've got quite a few. Whole trailer full?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. 2 or 3 are made by one of our canoe members.
Yeah?
And there's a Swift and a couple Mad Rivers, I think.
Nice. So you guys came all the way here. How long did you drive?
About 8 hours.
8 hours drive to come hang out with us at the 150. I think that's awesome. I hope you guys have a great time. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Thanks for doing it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.